is pleased. Oklahoma has scored twice as many points this season compared to last year through 2 games. They've cut their turnover penalties in half. And in his second season, Trevor Knight has taken a huge step forward at quarterback. He looks good. He's got a total QBR of 86 through 2 games compared to just 37 at this time last season.
A picture of Vikings running back Adrian Peterson is on the ticket for Minnesota's home opener against the Patriots Sunday. Tickets were printed in advance, but it's unfortunate timing. Peterson won't be on the field for the Vikings Sunday. The original grand jury that considered the child abuse charges against Peterson decided not to take any action. But a second grand jury indicted Peterson for whipping his 4-year-old son with a switch or a small tree branch. There's a warrant for his arrest, and his attorney says Peterson will turn himself in. So now, what does the NFL do? Here's Chris Morris.
Well, first of all, the NFL has a personal conduct policy, but remember, this is an indictment. So this is a kind of a one-sided view of a prosecution case. And clearly in the statement issued by Rusty Hardin, who was representing Adrian Peterson, you could draw your own conclusions as to whether this is something that's going to reach a high level where he faces suspension. But you would need a plea or a conviction to discipline Adrian Peterson under the personal conduct policy. And so, therefore, you wait and see what happens, see how the Vikings handle this go forward. Will they continue to deactivate him? That means he still gets paid, by the way. Or will they actually try to suspend him for conduct detrimental, even though, as I said, this is an indictment. This is not a conviction as we stand here right now.
So here's what's happened so far. Peterson indicted on charges of reckless or negligent injury to a child. The incident took place in May when his son was visiting his home in the Houston area. The Vikings declared Peterson inactive for Sunday's game shortly after that arrest warrant was issued.
Back to baseball, Adam Wainwright got the ball for the Cardinals on Friday. St. Louis has lost 3 straight. Rockies come in at the right time. Bottom of the first, that is Matt Holliday. That was a Jorge De La Rosa pitch. 439 feet. Holliday 17th of the year. Take another look at this. The speed off the bat. 115.8 miles per hour in Big Mac land. Big hit. Cardinals lead 3-0. Adam Wainwright. Well, he's the team's ace for a reason. Michael Kadire can't even swing at it. Justin Gordo, he goes down. Runners on the corners. William Rosario strikes out swinging. Wainwright gives out the inning. Top 4. Wainwright gets DJ LeMahieu. Ground out from first. Top 8. 2 outs. Game over. Wainwright, 8 innings pitched. Cardinals win 5-1. So Wainwright picks up his 18th win of the season, his 4th 18-win season in the last 5 years for the Cardinals. The only Cardinals pitcher with more 18-win seasons than Wainwright, Bob Gibson, Dizzy Dean, both of them in the Hall of Fame. Wainwright now 3-0 in September after going 2-4 in August.
It isn't just the NFL. Major League Baseball suspended Orioles slugger Chris Davis for 25 games Friday. Davis tested positive for amphetamine. Baltimore has 17 games left, almost certainly going to make the playoffs, so the suspension could cost Davis some postseason games, might even extend into next season. Now, he apologized and said he took Adderall without baseball approval. Previously had permission to use it prior to this season. He's the 3rd hitter the Orioles have lost for the season from the middle of their lineup. Matt Weeder's gone, Manny Machado's well with injuries. So now Steve Pearce is going to take Davis' spot in the order, while Kelly Johnson and Jimmy Paredes will split time at third base. So now the Orioles playing 2 against the Yankees on Friday. Here's game 1. The Yankees only 4 games back in the wildcard chase. They went to extra innings. Bottom of the 11th, there's Paredes. First pitch is saw down the line, stays fair, 2-run score. Time to bounce in Baltimore. Orioles take game 1, 2-1.
All right, so game 2 between the Orioles and Yanks. That win in game 1 made it a 5-game win streak for the Buck truck. Alejandro De Asa been hot of late. Deep to right of Jonathan Scope. De Asa's second RBI double. The game Orioles take a 5-0 lead. What about Bud Norris? Derek Jeter can't hit the high slider. Ichiro Suzuki can't connect on anything. Bud just tossing it. There's the fastball. Brian McCann just watches it. Jacoby Ellsbury strikes out. Norris, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts. Orioles win 5-0.
Ground to the Tour Championship from East Lake. Chris Kirk and Billy Horschel shared the first round lead. Here's a look at Horschel, putting for birdie in the outright lead on the par 417. Got that deal. 66 for Horschel in the first 2 rounds. And today in first place. Now, check this out. Rory McIlroy's drive on 14. The ball heads into the trees, and apparently it dropped in a spectator's pocket. Take a look at the fan of the orange polo there. And he says, hey, man, the ball's in my pocket. McIlroy's coming to check it out. Fell through the trees and into his pocket. Now, we're going to take his word for it. They had to. McIlroy gets a laugh out of it. Rule 19-1A says he gets a free drop. Here's what he said.
I know how sweaty my pockets are at the minute, so I'm not going in anyone else's.
Good decision.